Now that we're experts on the quadratic formula, we're going to make a little shortcut inside of our calculator so that we don't have to go through the effort of typing it in all the time. So to start off with, be on your home screen of your calculator, and we're going to hit the program button. So that's the one that's highlighted red. It's 3 over and 3 down from the top. And you might have something in here already. We're going to go over to new. Okay, so I just hit the over button to new. Hit enter to create new, and you have to give it a name. So you're going to use the letters that are here. I suggest you call it quad form. So, Q, U, A, D, F, O, R, M. I'm going to not do M because I already have one in there called quad form, and it won't like that I had the same name. So I'm going to call mine quad form, and just for fun. Once you add that name in, you're going to hit enter, and it brings you to this menu. I personally am a big fan of leaving a blank there because sometimes you accidentally enter the program and you could clear things that you type in the first line. So I always start on the second line. And what we're going to do is hit that program button again, and we have a completely different menu now. Okay, so I went 3 over and 3 down to the red program button. We're going to click over to the I/O, and we're going to hit number 2, prompt. From here, we're going to do alpha A. So I hit the alpha button, then the letter A, comma, which is right above your 7 key. Okay, so the one that's highlighted red on my screen. Then alpha B, comma, alpha C, and then hit enter. What this is going to do when we run the program is it's going to ask you what is A equal, what is B equal, what is C equal. And so that way we can enter in the values of the quadratic equation we're trying to solve. Now we're going to type in the quadratic formula. You got to be really careful when you do this. I'm going to start off with 2 parentheses. The negative sign, not the subtract button, the negative one, the one that's down here next to the enter that's red on my screen. And then we're going to do alpha B. We'll do the positive one first. We have to do the square root, and then B squared minus, now we do the subtract button, 4AC. We're going to close the first parenthesis and close a parenthesis again. Then we're going to do divide. Open a new parenthesis and do 2 alpha A, close parentheses, and we're still in the same line. We haven't hit enter yet. And we're going to hit the store button, which is right above the on button, the one that's red on my screen right here. And we're going to click X. So you can either click the X that's right here, or you can hit alpha X, which is the letter that's actually above store. Doesn't matter. Hit enter, and now we're going to redo that same thing, but with the minus. Okay, so double parentheses, a negative B, this time minus the square root of B squared minus 4AC. Double close the parentheses again, divided by, open a new parenthesis, 2A, double close, store, and this time I want us to store it as T, so I'm going to hit alpha T. Okay, T is right here above the letter 4. I'm just going to clear this thingy so that you can see my keystrokes a little bit more. Not that we really need it much, but hit enter. So just double check that you have, everything looks exact same as mine. Yours might have word wrapped around, just be careful. The key things are making sure you have parentheses around the 2A, and that we also have a parenthesis right here in front of your negative B, and then the double closing parentheses here before your divide sign. Next, we're going to hit program again. So that's 3 over and 3 down, the one that's red on my screen, over to the I/O. And this time we're going to hit display, number 3. And we're going to ask it to display X. Hit enter to go to a new line. You're going to hit that program button again, go over 1, hit display again, and this time ask it to display alpha T. Congratulations, your program is now done for the quadratic formula. If you hit second quit, that will exit you out of that menu. When we want to run our program, we're going to hit that program button again, so 3 over, 3 down. And you can see I've programmed this numerous times in here, so I'm going to go to the one I just created with you, so my quad form, and you hit enter. It should bring this up on your home screen. You have to hit enter again, and now it asks you, what is A? So let's just do a quick test. We're going to do A is 1, just hit enter. I'm going to do B is -1, just hit enter. And I'm going to do C is -6, and then just hit enter. you should get 3 and -2 as your outputs over here. So that's how we would solve the quadratic formula. So if we had something much more complex, it would just do all that math for us, thankfully. So just again, we hit the program button. You enter your program, you hit enter. It asks you stuff. So let's say I'm just going to type in some weird numbers here. So like -16 and 48 and then 5. And I would get that these are the values that make that quadratic that has a -16x squared plus 48x plus 5 would equal 0 at -0.1 and 3.1. And when I hit that x value or the t value, those are what they're stored as. So you could do math of them again if you needed to, which you probably won't. So hopefully we're able to follow that along. If you're having trouble with it, check in with someone else that's near you, and I can help you troubleshoot next time we're in class. Bye.